Welcome. It's the Matic. It's the illest blood in the land. Welcome back, Legends community. It's Matic 365, or you can call me Matic. The choice is yours. Today, I'm back with a new video, and today's new video was something that was really interesting. I remember hearing about it years ago that pretty much we were going to get an actual Man of Steel 2 that was starring Henry Cavill, the original Superman actor, for quite a while. But it seems like Warner Brothers, before James Gunn got into the picture of directing the new upcoming Superman movie that comes out this summer, Warner Brothers had a different director in mind for an actual Superman movie, which would have been Man of Steel 2. So let's get right into it. Warner Brothers had a different director in mind for Man of Steel 2 before James Gunn came along. So the director that they had in mind was something that really surprised me. I'm honestly going to say he's not my favorite director. He's all right for a director for a particular franchise, and we've known who he is for this particular thing. And it's no other than Transformers. Michael Bay was the director that Warner Brothers had in mind before James Gunn took over. Woo! They dodged the bullet right here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Don't get me wrong. Michael Bay made some decent action films. If you're looking for some actiony, he's gonna give that to you, all right? And I'm thinking like, get that out of here. Don't get me wrong. He did somewhat semi-par with the Transformers movies that came out in the early 2000s, but he wouldn't have been my pick. Let me be real about this. I'm like, all right, he does give action films, action. Yeah, I'm glad Warner Brothers did not go with him. Because I felt like this movie would have been one of those movies where it lacked a bit of a story. Because we know with Transformers, he did that a little bit. With some of the stuff, I'm like, no, he could have added some more layers to this movie's franchise. I mean, it was successful for what it was. I'm not going to lie, in the box office. But I don't think he would have been a good choice for a Superman movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, get someone that's into the comic books. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, I'm glad they didn't go with him. I'm not gonna lie, I was just like, yeah, he probably wouldn't have been my choice. He wouldn't have been my choice. And we all know that, unfortunately, that we weren't able to get Man of Steel 2 with Henry Cavill still playing as Superman. Because remember, when James Gunn took over right along with Peter Safran, Henry Cavill, unfortunately, lost the role. And James Gunn continues to go forward with this new regime and Warner Brothers and also DC Studios when it comes to the next upcoming Superman movie that is actually coming out this summer. I am glad that they went with James Gunn. I mean, I know James Gunn, some stuff with him is decent. I mean, I liked Suicide Squad. I actually like Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm like, you know what? I think he's a much better choice. He's the director of the movie. He is the writer of the movie. And I know for a fact he's done some successful stuff dealing with comic books. You know what I'm saying? Characters from the comic books. So I'm just like, you know what? Michael Bay, James Gunn. I'm going with James Gunn on this one. But it is unfortunate that we will never see a Man of Steel 2. I honestly... That was one movie that I was really looking forward to because, like I said before, Man of Steel, the very first movie, was such a good Superman movie. Yes, it was a bit darker for a Superman movie, but it gave you a story. The villains, the setup was good for the movie. I'm like, yo, I want to see a sequel. I really hope that this new Superman movie works out because, after all, it is the first movie for the new DCU reboot when it comes to their actual cinematic universe. Because at the end of the day, this movie gotta be a big box office seller that comes out this summer. Because if not, we already know what's going to happen. You already know if it doesn't sell well, this is going to hurt their actual new universe when it comes down to it. But like I said, Birdman hand rub, I am looking forward to the new Superman movie. I hope it's good. Like I said, I want to see some things I haven't seen quite a bit in other live adoption Superman movies that they tackle within this movie. And I am glad that James Gunn got the opportunity to actually direct the movie compared to Michael Bay. I'm not saying that he's the best director in the world, but I just think he did a decent subpar job with Transformers. Now, when I rewatched it when I was younger and then in my adulthood, I'm like, I'm not feeling it as much as I thought I would. But it is the hardest working blurred on YouTube, guys. You tell me in the comments, are you surprised that that particular director almost directed Man of Steel 2? And my next question for you guys is, are you looking forward to the next Superman movie that is coming out in theaters? It's the hardest working blurred on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for commenting, liking, subscribing, also sharing this on Get Out in the YouTube algorithm, guys. And I am out, legends.